is up, guys? I know it's been a while, but I'm back and I'm excited as ever. It's NFL playoff time, and this means Super Bowl, teams, all the good stuff that I'm going to be discussing that's coming up. And hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry about not posting recently. I just got caught up in Christmas break and stuff. And I'm going to have a mini vlog soon. That was my knife. I'm going to have a mini vlog coming out probably tomorrow. And just some information about the channel. Anyway, let's get started. Yo, what up, guys? I'm back in the AFC portion of the bracket. I'm going to be discussing the wildcard games, which are between Kansas City, 5th seed, Houston, 4th seed, and the other wildcard game, 6th seed Pittsburgh versus 3rd seed Cincinnati. Yo, what up, guys? I'm back with the AFC wildcard games. First off, we have Kansas City versus Houston. I think Kansas City has everything going for them. I see a definite win for Kansas City in their future game against Houston. They just have too much going for them. A 10-game win streak. They have powerful offense. It's just, I don't think Houston will be able to handle it. 35-7, that's my score. Yeah. Unless J.J. Watt managed to hold them to the score a little less than that. But other than that, I think Kansas City will win that game. Next off, we have Pittsburgh 27-21 over Cincinnati. They recently beat them about 2 Sundays ago from this point of making the video. And I think they'll go on. They also played Denver very recently. And, yeah, I think Pittsburgh, that's going to be a good game. Both of these games, really, for the AFC wildcard. But, yeah, I'm going to get back at you with the NFC wildcard games. What up, guys? I'm back on the NFC side, or with the wild card games. Our first game is number 6 Seattle versus the number 3 seed Minnesota, and then the next game is number 5 seed Green Bay versus number 4 seed Washington. And I'm gonna get back to you with my map. Yo, what up, guys? I'm back with my map, and the first game we have is Seattle versus Minnesota. I think Seattle is gonna go very far in this sorry about that, Super Bowl playoffs because of their because how they've been playing. Really, I mean, they took down Arizona week 17 by, like, what was it? It was like they had like 6 times their score. I think it was like 36-6. I don't think they'll do the same thing with Minnesota. Minnesota was not able to conquer Arizona, and Seattle was. It just makes sense that Minnesota would lose to Seattle. So yeah, moving on. Or the score is 30-10, guys. Moving on to Green Bay versus Washington. It's gonna be a close game. I can't really count on Green Bay anymore. They let me down so many times. I thought they were gonna win. I think it's gonna be a close game though. A lot of this may cause a lot of controversy, but yeah, I do think Washington will prevail to go on to play Carolina. I think Carolina's gonna have it easy no matter who they play, really. Arizona's gonna have it tough no matter who they play. So that was the NFC wildcard games. Moving on to the divisional. I'm back over here at the AFC side, and I'm discussing the division champions. Number two seed is New England Patriots. They've had a really up and down season. Many key victories, many key losses that brought them to number 2. I thought that they were going to be number 1, no contest, but they ended up at number 2 due to the injuries, I think. And then next we have Denver, who's rightful. They're rightful in that spot. They've came a long way than I thought they would end up in the season. But moving on to my map. All right, guys, moving on to the first game, which is going to be the 5th seed Kansas City versus New England. And I don't think New England will be able to pull this off because they've really let me down past games, and I don't think it was because of injuries. I just don't think they're as good as everybody thinks they are. Or I thought they were going to finish out number 1, but that was taken over by Denver, and I just don't think they're going to be able to beat the streak of the Kansas City Chiefs. Next, we have Pittsburgh versus Denver. I don't think Pittsburgh will be able to pull this off. Denver got Peyton Manning back. They're in the zone. They're ready to go. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the score it was whenever they played earlier in the season. I think Denver will almost double their points, but I think Pittsburgh offense will put up a good fight against Denver. But I just don't see Pittsburgh coming on top of this one. And I'll be jumping over to the NFC right now. What up, guys? I'm back on the NFC discussion. This conference's division leaders, and before we before I start off with this part of the video, I just want to say I'm very surprised with both these teams' recent losses. Carolina, their only loss to Atlanta, and Arizona, their unbelievable is the word I'm looking for. Lost to Seattle, losing that bad. I thought they'd be able to put up more of a fight from both these teams, but despite that, I think both these teams have earned their spot as division leaders, and I'll be going to my map now. Our first game against Seattle versus Arizona. I think Arizona's going to come back and put up a fight rather than be laid out. But I think it'll go into overtime. I think it'll be a very good game. Not the game to watch, but I'll be surprised to see what Seattle does. It'll go into overtime, 21-24, Seattle conquering Arizona. Next game, Washington versus Carolina. Not much to say about here. You obviously have a 9-7 team going against a 15-1 team. The probability that Washington is going to win, it's just not high. I just don't think they'll be able to do it. So yeah, Carolina advances, and then you have Carolina, Seattle, and then jumping back to the AFC side, you have Kansas City and Denver. And I guess I'll just go ahead and discuss these while I'm at it. This game right here, that is the game to watch. I have no idea what's going to happen. However, I do, as an educated guess, I do think Carolina's going to win. I know Seattle's going to be a threat with Marshawn Lynch coming back, but I do think Carolina will advance. Let's put CAR. And the score, I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Actually, I'm going to put the score at 35 to probably 40. I just think the score is going to be very, very high with Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, and his offense. And Marshawn Lynch should be back in that game, if not in that game or that game. I don't know when he's coming back. I don't have his stats or anything, but yeah. Then the next game, Kansas versus Denver. Wow, this is also going to be a very good game. I really have no idea who's going to win. I don't know which game's going to be better to watch. Seattle versus Carolina or Kansas versus Denver. Either way, I do think both of these sets of teams right here will make it to the conference I don't know how you say it, conference title. But I think I have Kansas winning. Wow. I have no idea score for this game. I don't know if it's going to be high scoring or low scoring. I'll just put it kind of in the middle. 21-17. And Kansas, I'll just put City. City will advance. I know that's going to surprise a lot of people. I do think Kansas will go all the way. And then I'll go back to the pictures I have, and we'll talk about Super Bowl time. The anniversary of the Super Bowl is almost here. I think it's probably going to be the best Super Bowl in a while, guys. I think NBC is going to go all out with their 50th anniversary of probably one of my favorite sporting events to watch. As you've already seen from my map, you know that the teams in the Super Bowl 50 held in San Francisco Bay Area are Carolina Panthers and Kansas City Chiefs. Both these teams really, really deserve it. Kansas City going on their big streak, and Carolina almost going undefeated. But both these teams really deserve to be in this Super Bowl, and congrats to both these teams, who I think will be in there. This is not official yet, but this is what I think. And I'll be going to my map with you. Okay, guys, I'm back with my map, and I'm not going to say the score. I'm going to let you guys decide that. But I will say Carolina. I think Carolina's going to get the W. That is a terrible drawing of the Vince Lombardi Trophy, whatever it's called. Really bad drawing, but I do think the trophy will go to Carolina. That'll be their first year their first year that they'll be able to get the trophy. This will be their first Super Bowl win. I think they really deserve it. Subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like. And comment any of your picks, wild card. Tell me your favorite team. I'd like to know more about my subscribers, my viewers, all that good stuff. Comment your Super Bowl picks. I hope you guys thought this information was factual. And I mean, you can already tell the starting lineup just by watching the very beginning. Like you didn't like my those are my predictions after the very first few games. Everything else is totally based on what I think is gonna happen. Nothing's happened yet, but yeah. So this is made before Super Bowl. So if anything's right, full cred to me. But yeah. I just want to say one thing. HB out and